Is it round two? It's still Monday, y'all. Are y'all asleep? Are you asleep? Are you awake? Are you chilling? Are you resting after a long day of work? Were you off today? Is tomorrow the first day of your work week? It's Mind Over Matter Monday. What has this Monday been like for you? Oh, crap. I just did something I didn't mean to do, y'all. I just did something that I did not mean to do. Let's see. Oh my gosh, this is so. I can't watch this right here. It's boring. He asked me to watch this. It's not even that it's boring. I like boring sometimes. It's just silly. Hey y'all, who is that? Who is that? Who? Who are the three? Who are you? Don't go away. Speak to me. Talk to me. It's Mind Over Matter Monday. Come back here. What y'all doing? Who is the one person then? The one person, because two people got scared and ran off. Hey Danielle. Hey sis. What's going on? What's going on? Danielle, people will leave you at the drop of a hat. You see that? It was three people. And instantly, as soon as I spoke to them, they were gone. They can't be any more afraid of me than I am of being on here going live, can they? I was at. I stopped by your live while I was at work. Since I got called to a room, so I made sure to say hello. So I have to go back and watch the full replay. Yeah, Danielle, they got scared. They can't be more afraid on that end than we are on this end. Girl, how was your Monday? Let me maybe let me cam up. Maybe that's what it is. And they still can't. What's going on here? Oh. Let me see this thing. I don't know what is wrong. I don't know what that is. Good, can't complain. That's good. Ooh, mine too, sis. Mine too. I always come down here in the basement and just chill out toward the end of the day. Chill out, get on the computer, or just sit back. I don't even have a TV in my basement. I really didn't even use it, but now I do. It's a good place to sit back and relax, get a peace of mind. Yep, it was good. It was good. It was a good Monday. Not too manic. Um, Good day at work. Everybody was quiet. Nobody wanted to cut up and act up. So that's always a good thing. Yeah, I just been. I was at work just scrolling through and watching YouTube. Sis, watching YouTube. You know how that is. These days, you don't watch TV like you used to. Me neither. Me neither. That's why I was like, I didn't. I don't really even need a TV down here. Honestly, I just used to store. I still store things down here. But yes, sis, I came on. Look, I always get home, and whether you take off your hair or braid your hair up, these right here, they come in handy, sis. They come in handy. I wish I wasn't tender headed, because then I could get a good set of braids. I can't do the braids, sis. I'm so tender headed. I can braid it up, but I can't do. I'm so tender headed. These days I don't watch TV. Okay, but I'm getting back into it. I'm on YouTube most of the day. Right, right. Me too. When I'm at work, then I'm just kind of like watching YouTube, and I'm sneaking, trying to catch a little bit. Tribulation Kids, what's up, bro? Much love to you. Welcome to the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for stopping by on this late Monday night. I just came on to see how everybody's Monday was. I almost got, y'all, I was getting sleepy, but I'm not quite ready to go to sleep yet, because if I go to sleep right now, I'll end up being up at around 3, 4 in the morning, and I don't want to do that. I want to get up like about 8 o'clock. I'm off tomorrow, so I'll get up at 8 o'clock. Yes, they do, and I like the one you have on. Oh, thank you, sis. I appreciate it. Your hair always looks fine. Your hair always looks good, Danny. You can wear any style. You wear braids. You shave your around your edges. Are those braids? Oh my gosh. When we were little girls, and your sister or your mom, your cousins, most times your mom would my mom would be like working or something like that. So like my cousins would braid your hair, the old school braid. Now those didn't bother me as much, but when they were really tight, like I had one cousin, oh my gosh, she used to braid so tight, and I was like, we would get our hair braided for the week, for like depends on who braided it. It would last 2 weeks. That's before you started adding all the hair and all that kind of stuff. But it was one cousin. Every time she braided my hair, I had to take it down like the next day. So I cannot handle the braids, but they are so pretty. They are pretty, but I'm too tender headed. I can't do it. If I get them, I have to just do the cornrows first and crochet them in. But just straight braiding my hair from the root, I can't do it. Just tender headed, girl, tender headed. So Tribulations Kids, what's up, bro? I stopped by your live a minute ago. Are you still live? Dale says, girl, I used to wear nothing but ponytails. I forgot the beauty and changing the crown. Okay. Yes, I used to wear, my mom would fix our hair in all kinds of styles back in the day. But I did like the braids, because like you say, you get those braids when somebody braid your hair, that good African braid on it, it would last for like 2 weeks. And then you'd have to get it taken down, washed, and re-braided again. So I would like it, because that meant I didn't have to have anybody in my head every day. I can go to school 2 weeks straight. And all we had to do was put that stocking cap on, get up and brush it up. You didn't worry about trying to lay down no baby hairs and all that. If you had baby hair, hey, it laid how it laid. If you didn't, you brushed it back. It wasn't about all that back then. You got some people, girl, they got to lay that hair every time. They have their makeup every time. I like makeup, but I'm not a makeup chick. I like, it's not even so much a striving to make sure that I just have the natural look. I just don't have time. I don't have the time for that. And some people, it comes so natural to them though, that applying makeup doesn't take much time, because it comes so natural to them. See, I'm about trying to make sure everything is just right, and so I'm like, you know what? Forget that. Forget it. Throw on a little lipstick, a little lip gloss or something. Keep it moving. So Tribulation Kids, where you at, bro? You must have just come through to say to holler at me. Let me see if you're still alive. I have Danielle, I have to go back and watch your whole replay. So I came in and I couldn't hear everything. Like I said, I was at work, and I have to catch his replay if he's not still live. Danielle says, not a makeup chick, but I do want to learn how to do a good beat. Yeah, yeah. So that whenever you want to have one done, that's how I am. I'll when I want to wear it, I'll put it on. And if I need some help, I got like 3 or 4 makeup artists that I know. So I call them. But other than that, I just do what I need to do. Like God did his work on us. So we don't need much, sis. We don't need much. Just do a little bit and be happy. Other people may think I need a lot, but who cares what other people think? Everybody has an opinion, and some people always have one. They always have one, and they are sure to tell you what it is, whether you ask or not. So tribulations, kids, bro, D, where you at? I see you ended your live. Natural is best even with makeup. Yeah, right, right, right. That's how I am. That's exactly right. Then yeah, that's best. Even when you're doing makeup, to me, the natural look is the best. It's the best look. Now I like pop. I like for it to pop sometimes, but I think the best look is when someone does a natural beat. That's really nice to me. Yep. But girl, I'm glad you had a good day. Like I said before work, today was good. It was a blessing. You know, you get up, thank God for waking, for being you. You know, pray blessings over your children, over yourself, and your day-to-day activities. Try to make that dollar and get back to the house. I try to come on Mondays just to see how everybody's first day of the work week went, how everybody's weekend went. What you do over the weekend, Danielle? I didn't do. What did I do? I worked. What did I do? Oh, I went gambling. I won a little bit of money. That's always a good thing to win a little bit of money. Hey, Andy, welcome to the live, sis. Welcome, Andy, to the live chat. Andy says hello, VT and chat. Yes, Danny, I like the natural. A natural beat is like everything to me, because when people say that they're going to enhance their beauty, to me, a natural beat definitely enhances your natural beauty. You hung out with your bestie. Okay, okay. I bet y'all had fun. Danielle says, "Hey Annie, I bet y'all had fun. It's always a good thing to hang out with your bestie. Get to have a little. Well, I was about to say have a little girl talk, but you know what? Sometimes your bestie isn't always a girl. I have well, I have both. I have a girl that's a best friend, and I have a guy that's a best friend." And it says, "Hey Danielle, yeah, I have both. I have a guy best friend. I have a girl best friend, and having both is really really helpful. Going going through things and getting opinions, um, getting different viewpoints, getting a male's perspective, who's who loves you but who's not in love with you, getting the female's perspective, who loves you but who's not in love with you. That's really good to have a male best friend and a female best friend. You have both too? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love both of them. I want to sometimes. I'm sure they say the same thing about me, but yeah, having a male, if you're a woman, having a male best friend is great, and vice versa. If you're a man, having a female best friend is great. Yes, Annie says yes. Both, both is useful. Yeah, yep. A male and a female as a best friend, or that they're both. And then most times, I won't say all the time, because I know other people who have a male best friend and a female best friend, and sometimes there's a little jealousy even then. When as women, when we have best friends, more than one best friend that's a woman, sometimes jealousy kind of kicks in. But when you have a best friend that's a male and a best friend that's a female, not to say it can't happen, but it happens a lot less often. So the peace is kept. Peace. The peace is kept much more often than not. And you can get his perspective, her perspective, and they can get each other's perspective. And it's just a good little circle. It's a good little circle because I don't have a whole lot of friends. Really, Annie, you do not have friends. A lot of people are that way. You have maybe acquaintances or people you work with or something like that, or maybe peers, because just because they're your peer doesn't mean that you're friends. So a lot of people are like that, because in this day and age, you can't it's hard to have best friends. It really is. Hey, bro. Comedian L Hendrix says, "Hey, BT and chat, just landed in Detroit and headed home. I was just about to ask you, bro, have you made it home safe and sound? So you have just landed in Detroit. We're glad to hear that. We know you had a great weekend. We saw that you had a great weekend. We appreciate you sharing your weekend with us. You and Tennessee Michelle, chatting with Common Sense, and her boo. We thank y'all for sharing y'all's weekend with us. Hey, Chef Finest Wine. There's my Chef Finest Wine, y'all. He just entered the building. Comedian L Hendrix, Chef Finest Wine are in the building. Everybody, shout out, speak to my bros. Yeah, Danielle, jealousy does come sometimes. So even with your male and female best friend, do they sometimes get jealous? Is there sometimes a jealousy between them? Annie says her cousins and her sisters are her friends. You know what, Annie? We were taught that as kids, and that stands true to this day. That will always stand true. Finest Wine says, "Hey everybody." Danielle says, "Hey, comedian L Hinges, how's that tattoo?" And it says, "I should have said I do not have friends outside of my family." I get you, Annie. Because it's like that saying says, our first best friends are our sisters and brothers, our cousins, and sometimes, of course, your parents, especially for that child that's the oldest. Danielle says, "Hey, Chef Finest Wine." Chef speaking to Annie, comedian L Hendricks, and Danielle Robinson. Chef Finest Wine, bro, how was your weekend? We saw you make your dish yesterday, so we know you ate well. You ate well. We know that. Chef always over there cooking up something, y'all. I'm telling you, I say it every time. The best chef in these YouTube streets. Annie says, "Hey, comedian L Hendricks and Chef Finest Wine." Chef Finest Wine, I say it all the time. I'm saying it again. He's the best chef in these YouTube streets. No offense to any other chef, but it is what it is. But I'm gonna need him to lay off that sugar though. He says he's full. Chef says that I am full. Danielle Robinson, all of me says no, they don't now, but it has happened. But it seems that only when one knows something that the other doesn't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They can clash. Oh, you're welcome, Chef. You're welcome. Andy laughing. Yes, Danielle. When one best friend knows something and they find out that they found out second, or that they didn't know for a while, oh my goodness, that can be an issue. Thank you, my VT. You know you're welcome. You are definitely welcome, because the truth is the truth. It is what it is. Better not nobody saying it different. It's the truth. Danielle says, "Chef, I'm in Chicago, Cobbs." What is that? What is that? Danielle, tell them what is that? Danielle Robinson, how long you gonna be here? Okay, so it's Cobb is a county. Is that a county in Chicago? What I say is a county in Chicago. Chicago is a city. Excuse the glitch, y'all. Danielle says she needs you to come over and cook as soon as and she gets a place. Hey, Lisa Garrett, sis. Hey, welcome to the live. Happy Monday night, everybody. Well, y'all, how's y'all weekend gone? Annie and Danielle, theirs went good. She was visiting her best friend. So how's your weekend, Chef? He is full. How was your Monday? Mind over matter. Whatever happened today, I hope it was pleasant, y'all. If it wasn't pleasant, mind over matter. So as you're at home right now, sitting back, unwind, reflect on what happened. Hopefully it was good. If it wasn't, it's going to be mind over matter. Danielle says, I'm back. Chef Finest Wine says, okay, Danielle, we are going to vlog. That sounds good. We can't wait to see y'all. Annie says, hey, Lisa. Chef speaking to Lisa. Dan says, that means when he cooks, I want some. Oh, Lisa speaking to everybody. Hey, Chef, Annie, Danielle. Chef says, I had to work today from home, so I'm working all week. Okay. Bro, I know that's a good thing working from home. I know they can still work itself can still kind of be stressful probably mentally. But a lot of people say only if you let it. Only if you let it. Fishing time, let's go. What's up? What's up? Welcome to the live. Fishing time, let's go has entered the live. What's going on? It was too quick. Chef says it was too quick. This weekend was too quick. VT, so if you have some food I want and I say carbs, that means I want some. Okay, I got you. Okay. Lisa speaking to comedian Hendrix. So is that a Chicago thing, Danny? I need to check my folks in Chicago. I need so now if it is, I know what to say. When we visit, I know what to say. And it says I work more hours. Oh, work from home too. Okay. Well, you know what? If you're working from home, there is that peace of mind that you get whereas you don't have to be surrounded with other people. You know, some people like that and some people don't. I wish I've worked from home before, and honestly, I do prefer it. But sometimes I will get off track. Y'all, I get off track and I need to come really back in because I got work. It's work to be done. Even if you're at home, y'all, there's work to be done. Lisa Garrett speaking to fishing time. Fishing time says weekends are always too quick. I've been saying this since I was a kid. Oh, I got you. Hey, kicking it with Lynn. How are you? How you are? Welcome to the live, Miss Lynn. Welcome to the live. How are you doing? How was your weekend? Kicking it with Lynn. Was it good? I'm sure it was because I know you, Miss Lynn. If it wasn't, whatever it was mind over matter. Just like this mind over matter Monday. Chef says, hey, kicking it with Lynn. Weekend was fast, Lisa. Yeah. Fishing time, speaking back to Lisa. Yeah, it did. It did, y'all. They fly so fast. I was telling my kids, you know what? When you're a kid, you think you want to be grown so fast. And even if you don't want to be grown, you think you want to grow up. But let me tell you something. After those 30s, I'd say even before then, y'all, time just flies. Time flies. Time flies. Because you're 30, 40 years old and you look back on some things that happened like 20 years ago, and it seemed like it was just a few years ago. Seems like it was just maybe 5 or 6 years ago. It's like, wow, that was 15 years ago. That was 20 years ago. Like, where did the time go? Annie says she agrees, Lisa. Chef says I need 2 weeks on an island. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Yeah, 2 weeks on an island. That sounds good. That sounds good, Chef. I'm telling you, that sounds good. Yep, y'all. Lisa says time is flying fast and seasons are off. Woo, the seasons. Okay. It's like in some places it's still cold. And I know this is just May 2nd, but well, in the South it snowed in April, so and that was funny and strange. Danielle says, hey, kicking it with Lynn. Kicking it with Lynn says, me too, Chef. Father time does not wait for anything. It just keeps on ticking on. It does. And so that's why sometimes, you have to slow down. because time is not slowing down. So when you're doing things in life and you get to the age now where you're like 35 and older, and you start thinking like, where has the time gone? That's a sign to maybe start cherishing more things, and appreciating more things, really consuming them, taking them in, and just like really being in the moment and appreciating. It's cold in Chicago. Lisa says it's cold in Chicago. Oh my goodness. Chef says kicking it with Lynn. Yes, God. Oh, with the masseuse and all the food I can eat and drinks. Okay, I know that's right. That sounds so good. Fishing Time says hello, Danielle. True time ticking. Yep. It goes so fast, and you watch the clock, and you know, like when you go to work, you're like, whatever time you get off, if you get off at 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, you're like, come on, 6 o'clock, come on, 6 o'clock. Now y'all, yeah, I'm ready to get off work, but I try to not rush things, just try to kind of, even when I'm at work, and I know it's hard to believe because it's hard when I'm trying to do it. Just try not to be so rush. Because, like I said, you look back at things that seems like they were 5 or 6 years ago, and it was like, okay, that happened in 2002. That happened in that was 20 years ago. That happened in 2015 even. It may seem like it was 3 or 4 years ago. Well, that was 7 years ago. So yeah, so be thankful to God for the for time. Appreciate it. Appreciate your family. Appreciate your friends. Y'all even appreciate your enemies, because sometimes your enemies motivate you to be a better you. You can always look at the enemies and look at the wrong that's in them. But if you're seeing the wrong that's in an enemy, hopefully you won't display that wrong yourself. Yeah, hopefully you won't display that wrong yourself. Lisa says, True VT, I really do cherish time. People rush for the weekend, but every day is happy. Yes, every day is a happy and positive day. And I see so many people, like I said before, they're like, oh, it's Monday. And I'm like, hallelujah. Praise God. Thank goodness it's Monday. Monday is a day just like the rest of them, just like the other seven. Of course, the Sabbath day, most people try and keep it holy. Remember the Sabbath, and keep it holy. But I don't understand why people they really act like they really dread Monday morning. And I know it's not so much that they dread the day. It's what comes the first day of work. You're leaving the weekend, and all that. So I get it. I think most people, it's not that they don't like Monday. It's just that they don't like going to work that first day of the week and having to work. Know that day and another 4 days are ahead of it. Until they hit the weekend. But just try and cherish it, y'all. Just cherish each day. No, we're not perfect. Try to be better each day. And that's all you can do. That's all you can do. Yep, Chef. That's all you can do. Enjoy the moment. Yes, Danielle. Hey, Frank. Frank G. Short Sports. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. How was your weekend, Frank? Kicking it with Lynn says my weekend was spent spring cleaning and rearranging my house around. Now that sounds good. Now that's something, Miss Lynn. Y'all, I'm like, I guess I'm perplexed about spring cleaning. I love to do it because it's like you're putting aside the old things and you're ushering all the new things, like just cleaning your home, revamping, and getting out your clothes, like the tank tops, and it's getting, you don't have to be worried about being cold. As far as your clothing goes, like I say, you're just doing a whole revamp of your house. It's not just like a weekly cleaning. So I really do enjoy spring cleaning because it's kind of like you just washed away a lot of clutter, like kind of seasonal clutter, and you're getting ready for new things, new beginnings. You buy new things for the house. Have a garage sale. How many of y'all have garage sales? Miss Lynn said, "Hey Danielle, it was good, Frank. Good to hear that. Good to hear that. I'm glad. I'm glad." Lisa speaking to Frank. Chef says nothing feels better than a clean house. Yes, yes, yes. I'm in my basement now, and I was just looking like, I'm like, I haven't done anything down here. I need to wash everything down here. Like, y'all, if you have a basement, oh my gosh, I neglect the basement. I ain't gonna even lie, y'all. I neglect it. But since I've been coming on live, I've been coming down here. It's a good place to kind of unwind, get a little me time. So I'm gonna get on this basement. Yep, I'm gonna get on this basement. Kicking with Lynn says hello, Frank. Fishing time. Everybody speaking to Frank. Fishing time says, yeah, mine is overdue. Yeah. Frank speaking to fishing time, Lisa and Miss Lynn. Yeah, y'all. It's. So I'm glad y'all pretty much everybody was productive this weekend. And everybody had a good weekend. That's good. Chef Miss Lynn says, Chef, yes, I love the look and smell of a clean house. Gives me so much peace. I know, Lynn, it does. It's just like the smell of how many of y'all do y'all use Pine Sol? My parents and my grandparents used that now while I was growing up. And so when I became an adult, I started out using it, but then I kind of got tired of the smell. So I went to using Clorox. I would mop with Clorox. And then, Lysol was different. So I would use that. But now they have so much stuff, y'all. Fabuloso. Who uses Fabuloso? It's so nice. Now the Fabuloso scents, most of them are really nice. But I found myself going back to Pine Sol. Does that sound crazy? Does anybody use Pine Sol? What happened was during the penny, when you could hardly find anything, after a while they said that Pine Sol was one of the things that killed it. And so I was like, well, okay, let me, put this on my floors. And like I said, I've known Pine Sol forever. So I put it on the floors. Y'all, that Pine Sol took me way back. And it's like I didn't realize how much I loved the scent of Pine Sol when I was younger. I guess because it's like I ain't gonna lie, my parents, they did a lot of the mopping and stuff, or the boys would mop and we would just smell it. But when I got on my own, became an adult, started having kids, I would mop, until they were old enough to, and it was just always pleasant, just a pleasant smell to me. But when everything else started, like let's say the Lysol and um, Mr. Clean and Fabuloso came along, and sometimes when your money was low, because everybody had those moments when your money was low, you had to get the Equate brand or the Dollar Tree brand or the Family Dollar brand. So you get all these new scents, and I just completely forgot about Pine Sol, and now I have gone back to Pine Sol. I have like 3 big bottles, y'all. Lisa says I just finished laundry after work. Oh, so you're doing some work. You're doing some housework too. Annie, you use Pine Sol. I love it. You use it, but you mix it. Okay. Danielle says hello. I use it, but I mix it. What do you mix it with, Annie? See, when I know what it was. I started getting tired of it, and so I would go to Clorox just to have something different. Then I got to the point where I started smelling Fabuloso, and Fabuloso smells so good. I would mop with Clorox, and then I would just run the mop over the floor again with the little Fabuloso. They have one called Pine Sol. It smells and works great. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love it. Lisa says I use Fabuloso, but I just got my Pine Sol again. Gets rid of spiders. Yes, and that's in the spring. I am by the lake. It sure does. Yep. My grandparents live near lakes, and that's what they said that it helps. Oh, Lisa, you mix it with your Pine Sol and bleach. Okay. Does it give off a strong odor? Does it not bother your nasal passages? Annie use Clorox. See, that's what I started to do too, Annie. When I got bored, I guess I'd say bored with Pine Sol, I started using Clorox. So I used that for a few years, and then I got to the point where I would alternate Clorox and Pine Sol. Then, like I said, then Lysol and Mr. Clean. I started getting into that, and it's just I got to the point where I got away from Pine Sol, and I was using all this other stuff, and then Fabuloso really, really. I have a friend that y'all she boils a little Fabuloso in in a pot that she has for it, kind of like a burner, and it has her whole house smelling so good. Lisa says not strong odor with water. Okay, okay, yeah. She uses the Fabuloso and she puts it on her burner on her stove, and she just lets it slowly boil. And I don't know if that's safe. I don't think that it is, but she doesn't do it for long. But she does it long enough to get a good smell, a good aroma around the house, and it smells so good. But when you mop with it, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, that Fabuloso is something good. It smells for a couple of days. It smells, it lingers. And so I did try that once, the boiling it like she did, and it does. It has her house smelling so good. But Pine Sol, back to Pine Sol. Pine Sol has a scent that, and I forgot how much I enjoyed Pine Sol. It smells really, really good. So I guess that's why when I was young and I moved away from home, I would use Pine Sol. Then a couple of months later, I would use Clorox and kind of alternate. Danielle says, Weber Fabuloso, but you have to put a little water and in low. Okay. Weber is it what am I trying to say? Is it, do you use it to mop, or do you use it to just clean in general? Now Fabuloso has they I just love Fabuloso, but they did come out with another like antibacterial, like it specifically says, to me, I'm thinking all of it soap and water. I mean, all of it cleaner and water, it should kill germs. But they have one that specifically says um, antibacterial, and those don't smell as loud as just the general Fabuloso on low. Lisa says, I love Fabuloso, but I don't see my apple scent, so I switch back. Oh, Lisa, that apple scent is everything. Do you not like the lavender? I know some people get bored with lavender because lavender, the lavender scent is in so much, but I love that lavender fabuloso and the apple fabuloso. I like both of those. Miss Lynn says I like fabuloso. Yes, Miss Lynn, it has such a nice, yeah, it lingers and it's not too heavy. It's pleasant. It's really pleasant. Danielle says sorry. Typo, we burn fabuloso, but you must add water and burn on low. Right, right. That's how she does it too. Yep, Danielle. And it has your house smelling so, so good. So good. My girls come through the house talking about, Mama, you burning that fabuloso? I said, I've only done it a couple of times. um, let's see, Lisa says, I haven't seen lavender since since the pandemic. I like fabulous lavender also. Yes, the lavender smells so good. I like the lavender and I like the apple. Those are the two that I buy. The two fabulosos that I buy. Now I saw one that said, I want to say it was some type of mango or maybe a combo. It was, I think it's one that I wanted to try, but I didn't because I'm so stuck on apple and lavender. And so I grabbed the apple one. I need to try the new ones. But yeah, I love that. And so I've done my spring cleaning for the rest of the house, but like I said, I need to do this basement. So I think that's what I'm going to do soon. And I'm going to use Pine Sol. I don't know. I guess I don't know what I'm going to use. I'm gonna use pine. I'll use Pine Sol for the floors, and I'll use Fabuloso to clean because I use it to clean too. You get it at Sam's, Danny? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let me ask y'all this: how many of y'all still using just Lysol, spraying Lysol through your house? My thing is with the Lysol, it was one of the first things that, well, it probably was the first thing known to kill that bug. But y'all spraying it, you can't. It's spraying it. You have to. I won't say you can't spray it, but you have to. You can't just stay in that room with it. You have to spray it and go. And I thought everybody knew that. I see so many people that just spray it and then they just walk all through it. Like, first of all, the droplets will drop on you and it doesn't feel good. But it's not really good to stay in a room when you smell it. Like, at least let it disperse and settle and then go back into the room. But I see a lot of people just spray it and just go all through the house, just spraying it. Kicking it with Lynn says I use Dawn and bleach first on my floor and then I use Fabuloso. Yes, Miss Lynn, I heard that Dawn is good for floors. I've heard that any detergent is, but I bet you Dawn is real good because my grandmother used to make us clean when we would get out of the tub, out of the shower, we would have to use dish detergent. Dish detergent cleans a tub better than, I won't say better than anything, but it's in that top. It's in that top. I say it's one of the top three when it comes to cleaning tubs. Dish detergent. Dish detergent is great on cleaning. Cleaning a lot, not just dishes, y'all. And I know that Dawn and Palmolive, those two old schools that are still here and they still stand strong. They still stand above the rest of me. Dawn and Palmolive. Fishing Time says, I have not tried any of that, so might have to give it a try. Yeah, try it. Try it, Fishing Time. I think you'll really like it. And that's how I am too, Miss Lynn. I use something. Whatever I do use, I put Fabuloso on top of it. Kicking it with Lynn says, Fabuloso smells good. I like stuff that smells good. I'm not into the pine smells. Really? See, I guess because I grew up with it. That's how I was when I first moved away from home. I used it for a little bit and then I started using Clorox. But during the pandemic, um, it was still on the shelves. A lot of the stuff was like getting gone, y'all. So then they came out, they did this report saying, well, pine saw kills the bug as well. So I went and got some and I just fell in love with that scent. But I do prefer the Fabuloso to it as far as the linger. To me, for some reason, it smells clean. The pine scent smells clean to me. I think I got burned out with it because I smelled it so much. Like when we were growing up, it was either Pine Sol, but Lysol. Most of it was when you were cleaning surfaces. But now they have Lysol for the floors. But it was Pine Sol or Clorox, and my family loved Pine Sol. So Clorox was when I got out, I was using the Pine Sol, and then I started going back and forth between the two. And then they started making all this other stuff, and I started trying the Mr. Clean, it's Mr. Clean, the generic brands, whatever it is, whatever the pocketbook could afford, y'all. Sometimes you got to go by the pocketbook too. The pocketbook, like my grandma say, the pocketbook. Lisa says I spray Lysol in my office, but in 2020 I panicked and hit my face. In 2020, I panicked and hit my face. I didn't work from home. I am more careful now. Okay. So are you saying that the Lysol got into your face, Lisa? Lisa, thank goodness you were not hurt badly. Yeah, Lisa, what I think I missed something. Since I sprayed Lysol in my office, but in 2020 I panicked and hit my face. I didn't work from home. I'm glad you're okay. So when you say you hit your face, Lisa, do you mean um the Lysol? Wow, really? So did it get into your eyes? Yeah, you have to I'll spray it all the way through the house, all through the house, but I do make sure like I'm walking away from it. Some people will spray and walk into it. I spray, and walk away from it. Those fumes, yeah. Um, Girl, yeah, you have to be careful with those fumes, and we have to be careful when we're mixing them too. So y'all be careful when you mixing them because some things don't mix well, and some things will even kind of blow up when you're mixing them. So I think everything has don't mix this with other products on it, but some things will really, or they'll either blow up or the fumes will cause you to have to go outside to open your windows, your doors, and you to go outside because fumes can burn. Fumes can burn your eyes, your mucous membranes. Oh, that's what Lisa says. My eyes. Okay. Yes, in my eyes. I wash my face with cold water. Okay. Girl, I'm glad you're good. I'm glad you're good. Yeah, some people they'll spray and they kind of walk. They spray and as they're walking, they're kind of like right there with the spray. So it's best to kind of walk, spray, and go away from the spray. And just thinking about that, I would think people would know that, but sometimes you just do stuff. You don't think about things that way. You don't think that something's being sold that's going to harm you. So, but I'm just real particular that way. When something smells, I guess environmental, because I know how much stuff is in the, air pollution and stuff. So when they're making all this different stuff, they're making it with stuff that really is not good for us as humans. It's getting the job done or whatever, but it's really not good for us, to inhale it or for it to get into our eyes, contact with our mouth and our face and stuff like that. But yeah, y'all, I've been watching YouTube all day. I've seen some interesting things, y'all, I must say. But hey, that's every day in the land of YouTube. It's bound to be something interesting, something eye catching, something eye opening, something happy, something funny, something sad. Every day, every day, every day, every day. Yeah, Lisa, I'm glad. So did you not go to the doctor, or did you just kind of flush your eyes and you washed your face with cold water? And a lot of times it depends on what it is. You can call your local poison control center and they can tell you, what to do without you going to make a bill. Of course, if it's irritating you badly enough, you should go. And sometimes I guess it's best just to go get it checked out. But sometimes if you have a local poison control center, they can let you know what to do. And if it's one of those things that you maybe definitely need to go to an emergency room, or what do you call those little med centers? I didn't have to go to the doctor. Okay, that's good. Doctor, I'm trained with hazardous. Okay, okay, I got you. I got you. That's good. Because that's what I was thinking. I know it's a lot of stuff that we mix and we shouldn't mix, but sometimes people don't. They just don't think. No knock on them. That people just don't think. We've all done things we just don't think. They'll mix cleaners and they really shouldn't be mixed. So, um, but certain things, like I think it was you, Lisa, was saying you can mix it, or like Danielle was saying, if you put enough water in it, you know, it's okay. But there are some things that definitely, some cleaning products, especially, that definitely cannot be mixed together. Kicking with Lynn says, my grandmother used Pine Sol and it was loud. I couldn't stand it. My husband sprayed the hell out of Lysol. I can't stand that smell either. Miss Lynn, he be spraying the hell out of that Lysol. Miss Lynn, at one point I was spraying it too. I was running away from it, but I was spraying it down everywhere I go. I go sit down and see. Y'all know at first a lot of us were paranoid. Shoot, I go somewhere, and if you had to go to a certain meeting, when I went to work, first thing I did, put on gloves and start Lysoling and Lysoling and Clorox and whatever was available, Pine Sol and everything down. I had my own personal Lysol and was just spraying down. But it is loud. It's loud. Both of them are loud, and that may be the reason I kind of backed away from Pine Sol, and I kind of started using Clorox. But Clorox is loud too. But it just gave me a different. Clorox smells clean to me. Clorox really smells clean. It can be strong, but it just has this clean smell. Like when you don't want something smelling like a certain scent, like lavender or all these different fragrances that they have, and you just want clean, I go for Clorox then. I just want a clean scent. But yeah, y'all, I had a good weekend, good Monday. I'm glad everybody else had a great weekend, a productive weekend, productive Monday. Yeah, have a blessed night, blessed and wonderful night. You too, Lisa. You too. Thank you for coming to the live, sis. Thank you for always supporting and always coming through. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate everybody that came through. I just come on to just chit chat, speak for a while, talk to everybody, see how your day is going. If you have anything you that's on your mind that's bothering you, you don't have to get in detail. You know, we just here to kick it and have a good time because that's all I got. I ain't got none of the other stuff for you. I ain't got it. Most of us in here about the same thing. So if you're in here, I'm usually better by doing this on my phone. I drop you can well you have to be a mod to drop your link. I usually try and drop links, but what I will say, because I know YT is funny, is that if you're in here, please go check out and support and subscribe to everybody who's in here. Check them out, check their content out. You know, I know YT is funny. Just because you're subscribing, I mean you're just doing it because most every content creator in this chat is interesting. They're awesome. They have great content. You go over there, you'll like it, you'll enjoy it. So go and subscribe. Go and subscribe. And I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your Monday. Have a good night. What, like it's after 10, after 11, maybe after 8 in some places. Catch your local news, and hopefully it's good news. I know a lot of people don't watch, don't like to watch the news, but try to watch it. It may be something in there important that you need to know. Love on each other, love on your family, your friends. Y'all take care. I appreciate you guys. And thank you again for stopping by. Without the live, without all of us, it wouldn't be a success. So it doesn't matter if it was 3 people, 33 people, or 103 people. We had us a good time, and I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all again for coming by. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Kicking It with Lynn, Chef Finest Wine, Fishing Time, Danielle, everybody who came through. If I missed you, I didn't mean to. Annie. Thank you, Annie. Always supportive. Frank G. Comedian L. Hendricks, glad you made it home safe, bro. We know that Henny got a new tattoo. I know he don't mind me telling y'all because he showed it. He let us get it with him. Well, you know what? I bet Henny said, y'all didn't get this with me. Y'all didn't feel it. Y'all, he let us watch him get his new tattoo. So, Henny, bro, take care of that tattoo. Shout out to Tennessee Michelle, Rock Just Living. Y'all pray for Rock Just Living because on a couple of videos, she said that she was under the weather. So, and I haven't seen her lately. So, Rock, sis, if you see this video or if you're watching and anybody else, let her know that we're praying for her and we're hoping that she feels better soon. Anybody else who's under the weather or who's not feeling well, we're praying for you and hoping that you're better soon. Y'all pray for the Renault family. And that's it, y'all. I think that's about it. Y'all have a good night. Remember, mind over matter Monday. Remember, mind over matter all the time. Be at peace. Don't let anybody disturb your peace. Let people say what they say, do what they do, and you be you. Peace, positivity, and prosperity. Bye, y'all.